It's not everybody you call your friends are your friends. Just take it or leave it. It is not every single person. In fact, there are some worse condition you will be in, and these said people that still call themselves your friends, in fact, they will still envy you in that condition. Like they will envy you, and in fact, they wish for you not to even survive that condition with the envy and evil hearts that they are getting. Let it make sense to me that this black lady, hardworking black lady, trying her possible best to do some little TikTok, to put something in her account, at someone that is blind. She is totally blind. Like she literally do not see anything. And this lady is not born blind, right? So something led to something, and then she became blind. And she went to a club with her friend. Went to a club, a party club, nightclub with her friend. And because she was getting more attention as a blind person than her friend, guess what her friend did? Her friend literally abandoned her there. So by the time she was looking for her friend, she could not find her. So it was another person that now helped her lead her way and brought her back to the house. Only for her to call her friend. Her friend said, yes, I left. Like without even feeling remorse. Just because a blind person is having more attention than you, that your two eyes are popped open. Do you think it's all about popping eyes open? But anyways, welcome back to the channel. Let's explore this video so that you can hear every single details from the horse's mouth yourself, and let me know exactly what you think in the comment section. Credit belongs to original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. This video is about to be a long one, so just enjoy, and I'll be back with commentaries. Jeez.
I am totally blind. I do not have any eyesight at all. I cannot see any fucking thing. I cannot see light. I cannot see colors. I cannot see shadows. It is completely fucking dark for me. And sometimes you want to depend on your friends. And you depend on people that you trust. And some of these bitches don't mean you well. There are people out there. There are people out there, y'all, that just mean bad. And you have to choose your friends wisely, okay? I thought I had a friend. But this bitch gets mad at me. And she leaves me on the dance floor at a nightclub by myself, okay? Do y'all know what that feels like? I was so afraid. We went out to go see DJ Mustard because he was spinning in Vegas. If y'all follow me, you know I love partying. I love to get out. I went with my friend who I thought was my friend. And the night started off well. We were excited. We were drinking. We were having fun. And this guy started dancing with me. Some notable football player. I don't know his name. I honestly don't fucking care because I can't see him anyway. So we're dancing, and you know, I guess she wasn't dancing with anybody. So she slowly like comes and like moves me out of the way and like starts dancing with him instead. I don't mind. It's no big deal. I don't go to clubs for hookups. I go to just have fun. So it was no big deal. Eventually, I guess he leaves. I don't know what happened because I kind of started dancing with another guy. There was plenty to choose from. And we were just dancing for a while. I mean, the music was fun. We were really juking, you know. And after maybe like an hour, maybe somewhere between 45 minutes and an hour, I can't be sure. I noticed that my friend wasn't, like, she didn't speak to me at all. Usually when we're in the club, we dance, we lean over, we talk to each other, that kind of thing. It was quiet, so I like kind of was feeling around, trying not to look like I can't see, but kind of like I know what her dress feels like, so kind of like feeling people around me like without them noticing. And she wasn't there. So I take my phone out of my bag and I turn up the volume so it can read to me. And I hear my phone speaking to me, and it puts out a text message, or it's reading a text message, and it says, "I'm sorry, get home safe, I left." And I'm listening to the shit over and over again, like she's gone. So I'm in a full-blown panic. I'm in this mega nightclub on the dance floor, drunk, by myself, can't see, don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I asked the guy I was dancing with. I took my cane out of my purse and showed it to him and said, "Can you help me downstairs to find an Uber? I'm going to schedule an Uber so I can go home." Thankfully, he was polite enough, and he didn't mean, any harm. And he got me downstairs. I called my Uber. He waited for me. I went home. Scariest situation of my life, because I got to trust somebody I don't know and I'm drunk. Okay? Who leaves their blind friend on the dance floor alone? And I rode there with her. So I also had to get my own Uber home. I get fucking home. This bitch don't even say nothing. She's not even like, "Hope you got home safe." Nothing. The next day rolled around. And I was like, I was super hurt. I was scared. I was confused. And I wasn't going to text her first. I let her text me. And then she texted me, "How was your night? Sorry I had to leave." That conversation did not go well, obviously. I responded with, "What do you mean, how was my night? You fucking left me on the dance floor. Like, who does that? Why would you do that?" Y'all know what she told me. "Well, you were in your own world having your own fun and I was miserable, so I just left you. I just left." Who fucking does that? Bitch, I cannot see you. If you were uncomfortable, if you didn't like the music, if you wasn't feeling the vibe, you can tell me. I don't know what you're doing when you're standing next to me. I don't know that you're not having a good time. And even if you were not, you know how many times I've stayed at an event for a friend because they're vibing, they're flirting, and it's just me? Okay? It's shit like this that makes me wish y'all so fucking bad. I would give anything, any fucking thing to get my eyesight back. Any fucking thing. And I passed this TikTok video once where a guy was like, "Another crying video." I hate to be that person, but it fucking sucks. Okay? I need to vent to somebody. And the whole point of this is to just choose your friends wisely. Because these bitches will play and pretend. I don't even know what her deal was. To me, it sounds like jealousy. I'm having fun. She's not. Maybe nobody wanted to talk to her. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care. It's not my job to figure out that. I'm not doing it. But just choose your friends fucking wisely, y'all. Dance floor at a nightclub by myself.
Please go back and watch that video. Please go back and watch that video and give this young sister some love and affirmation. Because as she says in the video, she is totally blind. And a friend of hers got mad at her because she was getting attention and left this sister on the dance floor in a nightclub by her goddamn self. I don't even know what language to say. You are a motherfucking piece of shit friend if you did some shit like that. There's not an excuse you can give me. There's not a motherfucking excuse you can give me for that. None. This sister's friend left her on the dance floor of a nightclub by herself, and this sister is blind. There is a special level of hell for you. A fucking special level of hell for you. You got to be one fucked up person to do some shit like that. I mean, was it worth it? Like, dead ass, leaving this sister out there, was it worth it? This is the fear that I live with every day as my daughter grows up. I'm not going to sit here and lie to anyone about that. This is the fear that I live with every day as my daughter grows up. One of the reasons I want to put like a fucking dome around her is because of shit like that. Now, I never have to worry about my daughter going to a dance club or a nightclub or anything like that. But I do have to worry about her being in situations where people are overlooking her or they're supposed to be watching her and they do some goofy shit like that. Because I'm going to catch a charge. I'm going to catch a smooth-ass case. I am not playing. I'm going to catch a case. Because somebody, if you have the nuts to do this, to leave someone who literally not only rode there with you, but they depend on you because they cannot see or they cannot hear or they have something going on to where they're not aware of things around it, and you leave them, you ain't shit. You ain't shit, and your mama ain't shit for having your ass. What kind of motherfucking shit is that? To this sister, I will say this. I am terribly, terribly sorry you even had to go through that. I am. I am terribly sorry you had to go through that. And to whoever a fucking friend is that left her out there, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't shit, and your mom and daddy ain't shit for fucking to produce your dumb ass. How dare you? Because you got mad, you left a blind black woman in a nightclub on a dance floor by her goddamn self. There's a special place in fucking hell for you.
I am totally blind. I do not have any eyesight.
You can replace I am blind with I am a woman. I am a Scorpio. I am a teacher. It doesn't matter. If you are going out with a group of friends and you are in especially a big club, a big space, you baby duck. That's what I call it. When I see women at the club and everybody's going to the bathroom and everybody's going to the bar and everybody's going to the dance floor, that's how you do it to stay safe. I could not even imagine. Drunk and blind, drunk is enough. Blind and someone leaves her, this woman leaves her on the dance floor, that is horrifying. This would have been unheard of back in my day, and I hope that this is a fluke and not the norm for young ladies now. And pick your friends better. Jeez. Hell, pick a better human.
I am totally blind. I do not have.
Wait a freaking minute. Go back, watch the whole video. I had to post this right here, this little part that she did. I had to post it. Let me just tell you the whole story. She's totally blind. She can't see colors. She can't see nothing. She is totally blind. She went to the club or went to a concert to hear somebody spin on records or whatever with one of her so-called best friends. With her so-called best friend, y'all hear what I'm saying? Choose a friend wisely. She said she was on the dance floor. They was having a good time. They was both of them having a good time. They was having a good time on the floor dancing. She said she was dancing with some famous basketball or football player. She said she didn't know who he was. She didn't care because she's not gonna be able to see him anyway. She said when she was dancing, she noticed that when she was dancing, like her best friend moved her out the way, and she started dancing with the guy. And so the girl said, you know, she just kept dancing, and she said she didn't think it was no problem, so she just started dancing with whoever was standing by her, because, you know, she really don't know what's going on because she's blind. Well, y'all. Her friend got pissed off and jealous of her, left her on the freaking dance floor blind. The lady said she was in totally shock. She said she looked around. She said she started like feeling people's clothes that was next to her, you know, feeling their clothes She said because she knew what her friend close felt like. So she was like, not trying to be so obvious about it, but touching on people close to see was that her friends. She said she then went in went and got her phone, so she can see what's going on. And so she said she was listening to the text of what the text said, and the friend says, I hope you having fun, and I hope you find a way home, something to that sort. Like, I'm out of here. I don't left you, cause she don't got mad cause the girl's having fun. The lady is totally shocked. She's telling her whole story about how this girl left on the dance floor. She said she was outdone. She was embarrassed. She was scared. She was already been drinking. So she was drinking. She had a buzz on, and she was left alone on the dance floor to go home. Her and this girl caught a ride together. They came together. This girl left her blind friend. She need to post her friend up because I want to see who she is, because she need to be running from that girl. Don't need to be nobody friend. She said she started listening to her message on the telephone, and the message said, "Hey girl, I hope you find your way back home, and I hope you enjoy yourself." To that sort, and then hangs up the phone. She said she could not believe that she can't believe that's what she heard. So she said it was a guy, somebody was standing next to her, a guy was standing next to her, and she asked him. She said she went in her purse and pulled out her cane so the guy know that she's blind. So she told the guy, "I'm blind. I'm totally blind." Her girlfriend had left her there, and can he just walk her down the stairs so she can to get an Uber. She said the guy did not try any advantage on her at all. The guy really helped her. The guy took her downstairs. She called the Uber, and the guy even waited till the Uber came. And she said she was not going to call her friend to see what happened. So the friend called her the next day, like, "Oh, I see you was having fun, so that's why I'm leaving, because like you was having the fun on your own." What the y'all go watch the video and tell me. Be careful on the friends that you make. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your friend. Now, I told y'all about my little friend, my little childhood. She's my childhood friend, but my friend I've been knowing since I've been 18, 19 years old. We're no longer friends anymore. I don't even know why. But she was a good friend of mine. I truly still miss her because we had a very close relationship. About you, I would never think right now that we would never be friends right now today. You would not tell me we would not be best friends today. But we're not. I try reaching out to her, no respond. I'm like Pilot. I don't wash my hands of it. I don't let it go. I don't did everything I can do. And I do miss her friendship. Jealousy plays in a big part of people being friends with women. Just go watch the whole video and please comment and tell me what you think.
Pick-me women are literally the most dangerous women you could be around. Because what do you mean you abandon your blind friend on the dance floor at a nightclub in Las Vegas because you were jealous that she was getting more attention from men you don't even know? Not like knowing them would make it any better, mind you, but just saying that some strange men had you feeling such a way that you left your friend in a vulnerable situation. And it really just reminded me of how I had to learn the hard way about just how dangerous pick-me women are. I remember I was in middle school. I was about the 8th grade. And I had a friend. Her name was Monique. After school, me and Monique would hang out. I would help her run her homework. We would get together and do our homework together. Me and her became really close. And her mom really liked me because I was one of the few friends that Monique had. She didn't really have anybody else who would come over and really just hang out with her, and somebody who was on their shit about school and things like that the way I was. So she really encouraged our friendship, which was awesome. It made it easy for us to hang out. She would take us places when we needed to. I could come over whenever I needed to. It was real chill. So one day we're hanging out to school and Monique has a crush on this guy. And this guy has a car. We're all in middle school. He's in middle school too. But he has a car. And I'll let you put together what he was doing. This is in my city of Pensacola, Florida. I'll let you figure out what he was doing to have a car at 13. But him and his boys are riding around. They're in middle school too. Okay, these are not grown men or anything. These are men our own age. These are boys that we know from our middle school. So she's trying to get him to come over, but he's not really trying to come over because he's hanging out with his friend, and his friend is trying to go link up with a girl. You know, he's trying to get some or whatever. So she's like, oh, well, you can tell him to come over here because I have my homegirl. She's hanging out with me. We're here together. I'm like, nah, don't tell him to come over here because I have a boyfriend. You know, I'm seeing Jacoby. I'm not on that type of time. Oh, no. My other friend, she's going to come hang out with us, and she's single, and she's actually looking to date somebody. Perfect. It all works out. Great. So he pulls up. We get in the car. It's the three of us. It's us girls, me, my friend, and her friend. We'll call her Monisha. I don't know. Tanisha. I don't know. Her friend, Tanisha. And it's her little boyfriend and his friend. Again, these are two boys that go to our middle school. They're both in the 8th grade. We know them. I don't know either one of them well. It's not like I hang out with them on a regular basis, but I know them enough to know that they go to our school and I see them in the hallways and shit like that. So we go to the park. And at the park, he parks at the park. We're out, we're chilling on the basketball court. We're hanging out by the playground. We're sitting on the swings, you know, nothing real crazy. We decide like, oh, let's go get some snacks. Let's go get some food. So the park in Florida, it's like a basketball court. First, it's like a forest that they cut down some trees and put a court and a little playground. And then the rest of the block is still trees and woods and bushes and shit. And there's a convenience store on the next block. So you can either take the sidewalk and walk all the way around to get to the convenience store, or you can cut through the forest to get to the convenience store. So we're making our way through the forest. I'm not really thinking nothing about it. My friend's in front of me. She's talking to the guy that she likes. Her friend, Tanisha, and him is behind me. They're talking to each other. I'm in the middle, like, you know, whatever. Fifth wheel, no matter. My boyfriend is not answering the phone. I think he might be at work or something. So I was like, whatever. We get to the store, get our snacks. We're heading back to the park. Now all of a sudden, my friend, she's in the front with her guy that she likes. And then her other friend, Tanisha, she's up there with them. I'm in towards the back. He's towards the back. He's behind me. I'm just walking. We're chilling. No big deal. We're just about to go back to the park and continue to chill. The next thing I know, he takes my phone out of my pocket. I had a pink Nokia phone. This had to be like 2003, okay? I had that thick pink Nokia phone. Y'all remember the one, okay? It had about $30 a minute on it, which was not a lot of minutes, but it was enough to make a couple phone calls and send a couple texts if I needed to. So he takes my phone. I'm like, give me back my phone. Like, no, he's holding it up, keeping it away, like little boys do in high school and middle school, little cousins do to annoy you, but also they trying to get your attention. So he does that. I'm not realizing that he's doing it in a way to separate me and isolate me from the group. When I turn around, I realize that my friends and them are no longer ahead of me, and now I'm alone in the forest with this dude. And he is on me, immediately grabbing me, touching me, shoving his hands down my pants, trying to rub on me, trying to put his fingers in me, all over me, really, like all on me. And I'm pushing him off. I'm screaming help. I'm telling him to stop it. I have a boyfriend. I do not like you. I do not want this. I want you to leave me alone. I want you to get your hands off me. As I'm screaming and flailing and fighting to get away, two dudes walk by me. Two black men walk by me. They see what's going on. They put their head down and they keep on walking. Yeah, that's also when I learned that, you can't really trust black men to protect you against other black men. They'll just turn a blind eye if they're scared or they don't know you. They won't care enough to intervene. So they just kept on going by, left me back there for me to continue fighting, screaming. I'm literally screaming to the top of my lungs, help, get off me, stop, I don't want this, leave me alone. You think my friend came back to check on me? No, not one time. You think her boyfriend came to check on me? No, not one time. Finally, I fight him off. It felt like forever, but it might have been like 5-6 minutes. It just felt like a long time. It could have been 10 minutes maybe. So I finally am able to fight him off. I make it out of the tree line, so now I'm fully visible. And the only person who's actually heading towards the park to come check on me is Tanisha, this friend that she brought who I don't even know. I don't know Tanisha. This is my first time meeting her. But she's the only one. When I come out of the tree line, she's right there. And she looks visibly concerned. She was like, are you okay? Because I was about to come and get y'all. Like, are you playing? Like, are you okay? I don't say shit. I'm pissed. He don't say nothing. He already know what time it is. His friend already know what time it is. He just gets up and starts heading to the car because he knows the hangout session is over. Like, it's done. We're about to go. So we all get in the car. It's silent. They pull up to my friend Monique's house. Me, her, and Tanisha get out. Tanisha asks me again, are you okay? I say, yeah, I'm cool. She went home. Me and Monique go back into her house, into her room. As soon as we get in the room and close the door, I'm on her. I push her up against the wall. I'm literally about to beat her up because how dare you put me in that situation? I told you not to tell that boy that I was interested in him, and you thought that having some other girl was going to get him up off me, but no, it didn't, because once he saw me, I was all he was trying to get after. And because you told him that I was down, he came there with some expectations, or probably would have came on that type of time regardless of what, but you didn't even come to get me. When I called out for you, when I called for help, you didn't come get me because you was too busy sitting on the bench, canoodling and kikiing with that boy you like, and you left me. You left me and you didn't help me. And I'm never speaking to you again. We'll never be friends. We'll never be cool. After I said that, her mom came in there and was like, oh my God, what is going on? What happened? Like, why? Like, so calm down. I told her, nah, it's a wrap for me and your daughter. My mama's here. She's finna come get me. I'm out. And I left. And the next day when I was at the bus stop, her mom did bring her to me and she did apologize, you know, oh, I'm sorry. And she tried to cry and all of that. But at that time, baby, it was over for me and her. I never hung out with her again. I don't know what happened to her. I hope she was able to make friends and all that. And what's even crazy about that is I was just going to go on about my life and nothing. Why I get to school, everybody at school already talking about it because he knew he was wrong. So he tried to get ahead of it and say that I said or I did something or I'm going to accuse him of something. And people was coming up to me before I even got to the school. I'm like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't even talk to that boy. I just denied that I even know him. I ain't never even hung out with him. So I don't even know what he's talking about. He must be confused. But again, it shows that like victims are not believed because he came out saying, oh, I'm lying. Oh, I'm making it up. I didn't even say nothing. And people were already coming to his defense. Oh, he said that you was going to say, he said that you said and that you was, I was like, this happened on a Friday. It's Monday, my first day back at school. And people already coming up to me saying that he said that he told them that I said this and that about him. Never told nobody about that. Nobody about that. Only people who knew about it was the people who were there that day. I mean, honestly, this is the first time that I'm even telling it on here or to anybody else outside of my therapist. So people were already ready to defend him and I hadn't even said anything. But this is just, again, another story of how pick-me women and their need for validation.
I'll tell y'all why I don't deal with too many women. They had a blind girl that went to the club with her friend, okay? They was having a funky good time. They was dancing. The blind girl was even dancing with a man, okay? So the friend came in between her and the man dancing, you know, but everything was everything. It was no problem or nothing like that. So after a while, her friend disappeared. She didn't know where her friend went. She just stuck on the dance floor in the club and can't see. This is the friend that brought her to the club. You know what I'm saying? You're responsible for it. You knew that she couldn't see anything, and you knew you had to be very extra careful of keeping an eye on her to make sure that she is safe because she is blind. So then she pulls out her phone because she's feeling people close because she knew what her friend had on. Can't find her friend nowhere. When she pulled out the phone, the friend texted her and said, I'm gone, like she gone for the night, I'm gone home. And left her friend, blind friend, in the club. How could you do something like that? You're not a friend. You are an enemy. That anything could have happened to that lady. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the problem or what happened, but like she said, it had to be jealousy. It had to be. Why would you leave her in the club? She can't see anything, nothing at all. Why would you do that as a so-called friend? Y'all, and that's why I don't deal with too many females right there. Because I'm trying to find out why would your heart do that to somebody? You know what I'm saying? Why would your heart do that to somebody?
Y'all go check the story out. Of course, I reposted. Let me know what y'all think about this. Hugs and love. Y'all be blessed, J-Lo.
I hope every single tampon you put in that crater of a cat is soaked in talkie dust. I don't know a single girl that does not know the rule: come together, stay together, and leave together. Groups of girls don't even use the bathroom by themselves. I don't even grocery shop without my best friend. And you expect me to believe that leaving your blind friend in the middle of the dance floor, and you know she doesn't even have her stick out, was not with an intent to harm. You truly do have to be vile, abhorrent, and disgusting, a lowlife of a person to even think of something like that in your head, because there are no girls who have seeing friends that even act like that remotely. So to even do this to someone who you know cannot see is insane to me. My friends and I have gone out with girls we have never met before. I am literally known as the party girl of Dallas. None of those girls would ever have done that. Any young girl watching this who might be turning 21 soon, maybe even 18 soon, and you're going to start going out, I'm going to tell you so that way you can never say, I never knew. If you go with a group of girls, you leave with that group of girls. The only exception to that is if you brought your own car and you did not drive somebody. And if you did drive somebody, that person needs to already have an acquired ride, a backup plan. You don't even go to the bathroom without telling your friends. You don't leave the premises without telling your friends. You don't even walk out of their line of sight without telling your friends. You do not leave your group until everybody knows. And if you drove somebody, you need to either pay for their Uber, communicate that you want to go home, or find them another ride within your group. And if you are in a group of 2, you need to communicate that to her. I've never been so pissed for a stranger before. I would have found something to press charges for. If I was to ever encounter that lady, I would want to reenact one of those scenes from Handmaid's Tale where all of the girls gather around and just get closer and beat her ass.
Imagine your friend leaving you in the club, right? That's already shit. This girl left her blind friend in the club because the blind friend was getting more attraction than her. Y'all, I was just down this fucking rabbit hole for like 20 minutes. So it's beautiful blind lady. She has blue eyes, very beautiful, melanated, big curly puffy hair, nice body, nice shape. And she said she was partying on the dance floor with her homegirl. She knows what her homegirl dress feel like. After an hour or so of not hearing her homegirl, she was feeling around trying to like see if she feel her. She said she didn't feel her. So you know what she did? Instantly she stopped dancing with the dude. She took her phone out and she, turned up the volume so that the talk texting can reach her. And her friend sent her a text and said, hey, I left. Get home safe. So now she starts to panic because 1, she's blind. 2, she's drunk. She came with her friend. She came with her friend. So she said she started panicking and she didn't really know what she wanted to do at this point because she was scared and she was nervous because being drunk and blind and having to trust somebody is scary. So she said she asked the guy that she was dancing with, she showed him her cane and was like, hey, can you help me down the stairs and I'm going to call an Uber. He was polite enough. He was kind enough to take her downstairs and wait for her politely until she got in her Uber and made it home safe. I don't understand how the fuck the girl thought it was okay to text the blind girl the next morning and say, hey, are you good? If you wanted to know if she was good, you would never left her. What?
Hold on, let me get this right. So you are a blonde lady, right? And you are going out to the club with your friend. Your friend is your ride there. Keep this in mind. You're beautiful. You're confident. You got your big old Shaka Khan wig on. You are every woman and it's all in you, all right? You get in the club. You doing a little 1-2 with some random man. You feel your friend brush past you, get in front of you, and start dancing with the man. You're like, hey, listen, you got that. You need that. You can have that. I come to the club to have a good old time, not to hook up with no man. You pivot, but you don't go that far. Do another 1-2, another 1-2. After about 45 minutes to an hour, you realize you no longer hear your friend. So now you're inconspicuously feeling on other people's clothes, right? Because you know the material of your friend. And if you feel your friend's dress, you'll feel more secure. No luck. Then you dig into your purse, turn the volume up on your phone, and then Siri reads out a message to you saying, sorry I had to leave, get home safe. Heifer, I rode with you. What you mean get home safe? So now your world is crashing. You're in a club. You are blind, you're with strangers, you are drunk, and you are a woman. So now you're saying to the guy that you're dancing with currently, hey, listen, I'm blind. Can you please help me downstairs so I can get into an Uber and get out of here? He says, absolutely. But you're still nervous because you are drunk and blind. So then you get home, and then the lady says to you, hey, sorry I had to leave. I wasn't having a good time. How was your night? It would take the 3 wise men and Mary herself to get me up off of you to this very second. That's not your friend. Is that what you're telling me happened? Mm-mm.
To the dude who assisted the blind lady who was left in the club by her friend because the blind lady was getting attention and the friend wasn't. To my dude, thank you. Thank you, God, because the story is already horrible enough. And this is why the girls narrative, y'all be going down in flames because of shit like this. But if the story wasn't horrifying enough, like to be that amoral to take advantage of someone who is physically disabled, the only silver lining in this entire thing is the men ain't get blamed for something else. Because if that lady had been assaulted, or bro, the vitriol on this app would have been unbelievable. So my brother, whoever you are, thank you. It should be normal, but thank you, God, that you just helped that lady out.
I don't support all women, because some of you heifers need your asses beat. I mean, handed to you. Signed, sealed, and delivered. And the reason why I'm saying this today is because yesterday, I watched a video of a woman sharing her experience of a new friend of hers leaving her on the dance floor of a club in Las Vegas surrounded by men she did not know. Left her and went home. Why? Because she was feeling some kind of way that the friend who was telling the story was getting more attention from men than the friend who up and left. Now, as if that ain't gutter snipe enough, the woman telling the story is a woman who happens to be blind. In the words of Mona Leo, bitch, I want your head on the top of my nightstand. Who is she? Who is she? Who is she? That kind of behavior is already low down scoundrel behavior to begin with. But to be leaving a woman who 100% cannot see, the worst part of the story for me is that the woman had to ask the man she just met that night, had to trust him. Hey, can you take me outside so I can wait on my Uber? Should be going left with women who are able-bodied. You just going, ooh, thank goodness the man she asked was a kind, decent human being and did help her. Some of you, ooh, sweet. The things I want to say to this woman will get me banned from at least 11 different countries. Who is she?
Did you guys see the blind lady who her friend left her in the motherfucking mega club on the dance floor on some weird shit? Like, that's what I be saying. Like, bitches do not, like, bro, like, y'all be missing it. Like, and I understand that my discernment is different, so I could tell when a bitch is being weird, or when a bitch is being funny, or when a bitch is envious, when a bitch is jealous. Like, sometimes you just gotta listen. And with her, she couldn't see. She was blind. But I'm sure there were plenty of times before where that friend made faces or did some weird fucking shit, and she literally couldn't see it happening. But you have to be the lowest of the lowest to have a friend that is blind. Invite them out. Your blind friend starts dancing with a man of stature, and then you leave her in the club. Imagine, right? Because me, when I was listening to her story, I imagined myself blind, trusting a friend to go out with. You got to trust that friend to drive, to help you get in the car, to help you get through the door, to see where shit's going, to even get you to the dance floor. And then you mean to tell me that she literally left her friend sitting, not even sitting, standing in the middle of a dance floor, didn't even say bye to her, didn't say, hey girl, I'm just gonna go head out, had a bad night, nothing. She just left her there. And then the lady, she said, on phones, when blind people like have settings on their phones, they can pick up their phones, it'll start reading like, oh, you got this text message, or you got this missed call. She picked up her phone, put it to her ear, and it was a text message from the friend talking about hey, I left, I wasn't having a good time. What the fuck do you mean you left your blind friend in the middle of a mega club? This is a Las Vegas mega club. So this isn't just like a little, hole in the wall. This is a mega club that you left her in. Anything could have happened to that lady. Anything. You know what I'm saying? And by the grace of God, the guy that she was dancing on walked her. She said she took her cane out of her purse, had to show him, which that's so embarrassing. Like, think about this woman. She literally, like, she's beautiful, by the way. Fucking beautiful. Like, nice, curly locks, like curly Sue hair. And then, of course, she's blind, so her eyes are like this beautiful, like, blue color. And it's like, imagine her having to now show somebody, hey, I'm actually blind. And it's like, you have to realize when she goes out and she's able to actually have a good time and just be, you know, a normal person and not have to tell people, oh, hey, I'm blind, whatever. And then now, because her friend abandoned her, she has to show this man, hey, I'm actually blind, even though he probably didn't know nor give a fuck before that. And then he has to walk her down to put her in an Uber. What if he, like, anything could have happened? What if he would have pushed that girl into a car and then took her and did anything? She can't see, she can't get away, she can't do nothing. And it's like, bitches do not be your friends. Okay, as soon as a bitch feels an ounce of envy or jealousy towards you, then bitches will do anything to hurt you. Bitches will do anything to hurt you, bro. Like, it is so weird. And so when I saw that story, it really hurt my feelings, because like, I could imagine being blind and just being in the middle of this mega club and you cannot see, can't hear your friend, nothing, and you're having to rely on nothing but just your instincts. You gotta think, all she sees is darkness. She don't see shadows. She said, I don't see shadows. I don't see anything. Some, like, blind people can see shadows and stuff. She cannot see nothing. And you mean to tell me that you left her in the middle of a motherfucking mega club dance floor? And then she said when she got home, the friend didn't call or anything. The only thing she said is, hey, I left. Have a good night or some shit. And then the next day she said the friend, like, she didn't reach out to the friend. But then when the friend did reach out and ask how was her night, she's like, bitch, how the fuck do you think my night went? I'm blind and you left me in the middle of a fucking club. And I could just think of the terror that she started going through, kind of panicking. You get what I'm saying? It's like this whole time you think your friend's behind you or in front of you, and you're actually on the dance floor with this man that you do not know, and your friends left. Like, I could just imagine the stress her body went into when she realized that she was in there by herself and had to get herself home. She rode to the club with this friend, and this friend left her. Didn't say a word. Like, you bitches are evil, and there's a special place in hell for bitches like this. Because what? Like, when I be saying, like, I be hating bitches, y'all, because I know how devious bitches can get. Like, I've been through so much with girls that I know how evil bitches can be when you have something, or even if it's something inside, it could just be the light you have inside. Bitches will literally, like, plot, plan to try to ruin you, for real. And it's like, for what? Because you're not happy within yourself. Like, a lot of you bitches need to do some soul searching. A lot of you bitches need to really relearn yourself, because when you don't know yourself, you spend time comparing yourselves to other and hating yourself. And that's just weird as fuck. But anyways, go check out the girl's story. You'll probably see it, but she's this beautiful woman. She's sitting on a bed looking straight. Beautiful, blonde, curly, tight curls. Like, oh my gosh, she's beautiful. But yeah, like, for her to come on and even have to tell that story, it's fucked up. But, like, y'all gotta start realizing it's a jungle out here. It's a fucking jungle out here. It is like, it's a dog-eat-dog world in this bitch. Bitches are not your friends.
So, a few days back, I came across this video of a blind woman crying, and she was like, I really don't come on here crying and stuff like that, but, you know, I just had to tell this because I had an experience, and I can't believe this happened to me. Basically, her friend left her on the dance floor in a club out here in Las Vegas. Mind you, she was intoxicated. Left her because she wasn't getting the attention from men that she wanted. Follow me. Basically, the blind woman, she was dancing with a man on the dance floor. Her friend kind of slid between her and the man to take over the dancing. So, okay, she didn't think nothing else, so she's still dancing. Wow. And another man starts dancing with her, if not the same man. Once again, she's blind, she don't know. And next thing she knows, she realizes that she's feeling in the proximity of her and she don't feel her friend's dress. So then she puts the cell phone up to her and lets the cell phone read the last text message she sends, that she received, and she said that her friend sent the message saying, hey, I left, have fun, or something like that. You left your blind friend on the dance floor by herself, intoxicated.
leaving her to have to fend for herself to get home. Because she rode with you. Some of y'all do not value friendship and people's safety, because if you are allowing me to be put in this type of predicament, you don't give a fuck about me. I'm the type of friend that will sit outside your house and wait for you to go inside, close the door, and lock it before I pull off. So this what we doing? I reached out to that lady too, because I live in Las Vegas, and I told her that if you want real friends, I said we can be friends. I don't mind. I like to go out. I like to have a good time. I like to go for drinks. I would never abandon you. I would never abandon somebody. And she seemed like a genuine person. And we talked, we talked back and forth. We and she, I introduced myself to her. And, she's a cool person. I followed her. She said she was going to check out my content. But I'm not even genuine. I genuinely just wanted to reach out and extend friendship, because, I don't know, people just weird. They're weird. They be weird nowadays. And I don't understand why y'all have to do that to people when they have genuinely done nothing to you. It gives psychopath, sociopath. It gives jealous. It gives serial unaliver. That's what it gives. That's what it is. Serial unaliver. You might not be doing the unaliving yourself, but you leaving people in positions where they can be unalived and you repetitively do it, makes you a serial unaliver. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you ain't got to do the kid. You ain't got to do it. You let people do it for you. Mm-hmm.
The blind woman who was left by her friend. Did you guys see that? Oh my God. I cannot. A woman who is fully blind, okay? She went blind later in life, so she was not born this way. Later in life, she went blind. She now sees just black. That is all she sees. And there's nothing about her like that you would be able to look at her and know that she is blind, okay? They were out at a club dancing. She was on the dance floor with her friend. After a while, she realizes that her friend is not around her anymore. And she does not want to alert people that she is basically lost and she's blind. So she is trying to touch people's clothing, like without letting people know, to try to feel her friend's dress that she was wearing. She is flipping out inside her head, realizing she is at a club by herself and she is lost, basically. She then realizes that her friend had texted her 40 minutes prior, I believe, and told her that she left. She went home. She left her friend, who is fully blind, at a club by herself. A woman, a blind woman, left her. So this woman finally has to ask a complete stranger, a man, just a complete stranger, if he could get her an Uber home. What the fuck is wrong with people? My heart, I'm just so sad. Like, that poor woman. Oh my God. What the fuck?
Y'all, this is why I do not stroll on my main account. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to stroll on my main account. Booty do. I come across this video. It's a blind woman talking about her experience at the club with one of her friends. She can't see nothing. Like, she can't even see shadows, colors, nothing. She blind. And her friend, out of jealousy, left this woman on the dance floor, knowing she can't see anything, knowing she...
I am totally blind. I do not have any eyesight at all. I cannot see any fucking thing. I cannot see light. I cannot see colors. I cannot see shadows. It is completely fucking dark for me. And sometimes you want to depend on your friends. And you depend on people that you trust. I had a friend. But this bitch gets mad at me. And she leaves me on the dance floor at a nightclub by myself. Okay? I went with my friend who I thought was my friend. And the night started off well. We were excited. We were drinking. We were having fun. And this guy started dancing with me. Some notable football player. I don't know his name. I guess she wasn't dancing with anybody. So she slowly comes and moves me out of the way. and like starts dancing with him instead. Maybe like an hour, maybe somewhere between 45 minutes and an hour. I can't be sure. I noticed that my friend wasn't like, she didn't speak to me at all. Usually when we're in the club, we dance, we lean over, we talk to each other, that kind of thing. It was quiet. She wasn't there. So I take my phone out of my bag and I turn up the volume so it can read to me. And I hear my phone speaking to me, and it puts out a text message, or it's reading a text message, and it says, "I'm sorry, get home safe, I left." And I'm listening to the shit.
She getting a lot of male attention. Like, what kind of person you gotta be? Fuck being a friend. What kind of person you gotta be? This story really pissed me off because I'm a mother of a disabled son. He cannot speak for himself. He can't talk for himself. So I be damn when my son grow up and get a friend, and his friend leave him into a situation where he can't even communicate and ask for help. What type of person you got to be that damn jealous of a blind person? Not saying blind people. She was a beautiful girl, but it's not even about that. It's about, why would you be so damn jealous that you can't even make sure your friend get home safe? If you didn't want to be there, you should have said, hey, I'm tired. I'm not getting a lot of attention. You getting a lot of, just be real. You getting a lot of male attention. I'm not getting any. I'm ready to go. Be honest and tell her. And that's what she said. That's all she wanted her to say. If y'all want to watch the full video, you're going to have to go and watch her video because it's pretty long. But any mother or a father with a kid of disabilities, you're going to be pissed when you watch it. You're going to be mad, especially if you're a woman. Because girls ain't girls anymore. I'm like Drake, no new friends. Because I wouldn't trust these motherfuckers with 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 my motherfucking turtle, let alone my life at a club. If I'm gonna go to the club, I'm gonna go by myself. Cause I know that I'm gonna be stable enough and I'm not gonna get drunk because I'm by myself. Then go with a bunch of motherfuckers that ain't gonna look out for me. Especially you ain't gonna look out for somebody that got a disability. You ain't shit, in my opinion.
I am totally blind. I do not have any eyesight at all. I cannot see any fucking thing. I cannot see light. I cannot see colors. I cannot see shadows. It is complete.
Did you guys see the video of the blind woman that went out dancing with one of her friends? And this woman is completely blind. She was not born blind. She went blind, and now she literally sees black. She cannot see at all. And she doesn't look blind to whatever that means, meaning her eyes literally, like, if she doesn't tell you she's blind, I don't know if you could tell. So she's out on the dance floor with her friend, and after about 40 minutes, she can't find her friend. She has been dancing around, and she doesn't want everybody else to know that she's blind and can't find her friend. So she was feeling people's clothes subtly to try to feel her friend's dress. And after, again, 40 minutes, she finally pulled out her phone to realize that her friend texted her and said, "I left. Sorry, had to go home." Leaving this woman in a crowd, like, she is blind and does not know where she is, didn't even know she was left. She had to ask a random man that she can't even see to get her an Uber home because her friend left her. I've been crying for way too long about this. If you guys don't know, my mom is actually legally blind in one eye, and I seem to bump into blind people a lot. Like, literally, it's happened multiple times in my life. One time I was reversing my car out of my driveway and a man was just standing there, literally just standing, and I kept thinking he needed to cross, but he wasn't crossing. So finally I got out of my truck and I was like, "Hey, like, why are you just standing there?" And he's like, "I'm blind and I'm lost." And I was like, "What?" he explained to me that he went for a walk and he made a wrong turn and now he doesn't know where he is and nobody would help him. So I put him in my car and I drove him where he needed to go. But stories like this will always stick with me. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart that I'm so sorry to that girl and that you're beautiful. And I hope that you find better friends.
Did y'all see the video with the blind woman saying that her friend left her on the dance floor? Yeah, I said that blind woman, her friend left her alone on the dance floor in a club in Vegas, mind you, just left by her. Like, why would you do, what kind of evil person do you have to be to leave your blind friend? I wouldn't leave my friends with sight at a club, let alone a club in Las Vegas by herself. I am fuming over this. She's lucky she didn't name her, because I swear I would ride at dawn for this woman. Like, why would you do this? She had to be jealous, because she was saying how she was having a great time, and apparently the other girl, the one that left her, wasn't having a great time, so she just fucking left. She just ditched her friend and sent her a text like, oh, sorry, gotta go. Like, she was her ride there. She had to ask a stranger. And again, she's blind. Like, this is like, I know she's a full-grown woman, but it's still terrifying. She had to ask a stranger to walk her downstairs to this club for her to get to her Uber to go home. Y'all, I am beyond livid. That is no friend. Like, I would never talk to this woman again. It's a good, if anyone knows this lady, then we'll ride at dawn, because that is so upsetting.
Yo, so I'm just waking up and I'm hearing about this blind lady that gets left by her friend at the club. All because the blind lady apparently was getting more male attention than the able-bodied woman. Mind you, this blind lady came to the club with her friend. She was her ride. And she gets left. She gets left there. And the only way she knew was because she had Siri read out a text message that told her, hey, sorry I had to leave, get home safe. Now, I've seen a few reactions or whatnot saying, oh, the friend was male-centered and blah, blah, blah. But I just want to mention, I find it so funny that women will get on the internet and talk about how men's friendships are surface level at best because we don't know their favorite colors or when their birthday supposedly is, or even the name of the ex that they broke up with. Women will get on this app, talk up and down about how men aren't real friends to each other, yet I don't know a situation where a man is going to leave another dude in like a vulnerable like situation, i.e. being blind in the club with no other ride but the person who just left me. And quite honestly, thank God that she was like able to make it home safely and that we're actually able to hear the story from her and not, some news anchor or something. Like truly, like thank the Lord Almighty that we do not have to read about it in some Twitter post, right? But we can actually hear it from her mouth. Like that's a blessing. Like she really had to trust the men around her would not try and like do anything like with her. And again, thank God that they didn't, that they were actually like decent human beings. Because honestly, being a woman in that situation and having to rely on a strange man you don't know when you were supposed to be relying on your friend who brought you there, I understand that could be a very hard thing to do. So yeah, I just find it funny how women will always project their own horrible friendships onto men, because it's only ever a woman in a situation like this. Or rather, you often more so hear about women in this situation than you do men in a situation like this. And maybe that's because we don't report it enough, or maybe it's because, men's friendships, whether new or old, don't just leave their homeboys to fend for themselves. Especially if I know it's going to be difficult for you to get out. Because if I'm sitting here and I know that, you don't have every like function of your body, like I'm not just gonna leave you, especially if I'm the driver. If I brought you there, like I was always the DD, and if you don't know, that's designated driver. But because I've had a car since I was a freshman in college, right? I was always the one that was, driving people like to the party, driving them back from the party, and I always had one rule: have fun, do what you do, but when it's time to leave, we all leaving in the same whip. Unless you told me specifically that, hey, fam, I got another like situation and I'm gonna go home with, this person or these folk over here, fine, do what you do. As long as you let me know what's gonna happen with you, perfectly fine. The last thing I need to do is worry and stress myself out on the fact that I don't have everybody who came into my car. Matter of fact, even if I was taking someone like with me, I would always ask like, hey, do your people know that you coming with me? Like, no, let's go tell them. Let's go let them know. Because it's not even just a party, like literally any function, event, or simply if we're going to the store. If you came with me or you rode in the same like vehicle I rode in, like we're all leaving together unless you tell me, hey, I have another situation locked up. But I don't know, that's just my thoughts on the matter. What do y'all think? What are y'all's thoughts on this lady who was blind being left at the club by her friend? Let me know in the comments.
Imagine your friend leaving you in the club, right? That's already shit. This girl left her blind friend in the club because the blind friend was getting more attraction than her. Y'all, I was just down this fucking rabbit hole for like 20 minutes. So it's beautiful blind lady. She has blue eyes, very beautiful, melanated, big curly puffy hair, nice body, nice shape. And she said she was partying on the dance floor with her homegirl. She knows what her homegirl dress feel like. After an hour or so of not hearing her homegirl, she was feeling around trying to like see if she feel her. She said she didn't feel her. So you know what she did? Instantly she stopped dancing with the dude. She took her phone out and she, turned up the volume so that the talk text thing can reach her. And her friend sent her a text and said, hey, I left. Get home safe. So now she starts to panic because 1, she's blind. 2, she's drunk. She came with her friend. She came with her friend. So she said she started panicking and she didn't really know what she wanted to do at this point because she was scared and she was nervous because being drunk and blind and having to trust somebody is scary. So she said she asked the guy that she was dancing with, she showed him her cane and was like, hey, can you help me down the stairs and I'm going to call an Uber. He was polite enough. He was kind enough to take her downstairs and wait for her politely until she got in her Uber and made it home safe. I don't understand how the fuck the girl thought it was okay to text the blind girl the next morning and say, hey, are you good? If you wanted to know if she was good, you would never left her. What?
I am totally blind. I do not have any eyesight.
You can replace I am blind with I am a woman. I am a Scorpio. I am a teacher. It doesn't matter. If you are going out with a group of friends and you are in especially a big club, a big space, you baby duck. That's what I call it. When I see women at the club and everybody's going to the bathroom and everybody's going to the bar and everybody's going to the dance floor, that's how you do it to stay safe. I could not even imagine. Drunk and blind, drunk is enough. Blind and someone leaves her, this woman leaves her on the dance floor, that is horrifying. This would have been unheard of back in my day, and I hope that this is a fluke and not the norm for young ladies now. And pick your friends better. Jeez. Hell, pick a better human.
It's 1:10 in the afternoon and I already lotioned my feet, but we're going to try this Lana Lips lip balm. And to that girl who left her blind friend in the club alone in Vegas, I hope you eat rocks this week, next week, and next week after that, and the month after that, because you're a hater. You are a hater. Why would you leave your blind friend in the club alone? Because you were not having fun, feeling uncomfortable. No, you're a hater. Because you thought she was getting more play than you. Because she's blind, you thought she should get less. You left that girl and she had to go ask a stranger to walk her outside to catch an Uber. Because you left her alone. So now you're known worldwide as a hater. Worldwide, international hater is what you are. Anyway, I love my strawberry Lana Lips. Y'all have a good day. I'm going to go run my errands.
Blind woman left in a Las Vegas club. We got to talk about it because women got to stop leaving women in vulnerable positions and
unknown places by themselves. Because this situation is entirely fucked up. Not only was this woman drunk, but she's blind. And you left her not only at a club by herself, but you left her in the middle of a dance floor and you didn't say shit to her. And I'm pretty sure every woman has a story like this. I have several. I can think of two that went completely different ways. And it's amazing to me because I wouldn't do this to a person that I fucking hated. I wouldn't. And I went out with a group of girls one time that I thought was my friends. And within that group of girls was a girl that would flat out look me in the face and say, I don't fucking like you. And I got blackout drunk one night. My own fault, I know. But y'all claim to be my friends. And I'm in a vulnerable position right now. And we're out. And not a single person tried to help me. Other than the bitch that didn't fucking like me. Every single bitch left me there except for her. She made sure I was safe all night. And she even got me back to my car the next day so I could get home. And she didn't have to do that. She fucking hated my guts. Could not stand me. And every single one of my friends just left me there. Needless to say, we weren't friends anymore. Same year. Got off of a shift working at the bar with one of my girls that I worked with. And we decided, well, bar hours are over, but we know of a party going on, like after hours. So we hit that shit up. I buy a Red's Tall Boy, right? And I take that shit with me. Someone slipped some shit in my drink. I only drink that much of that Tall Boy. Blacked the fuck out. And she left me there. That was the night I was assaulted. I got the courtesy of waking up next to the man that assaulted me, realizing that I felt like I got hit by a fucking Mack truck. I have no clothes on, don't know where my clothes are, don't know where my fucking keys are, and I have to ask this stranger that just assaulted me to help me find all of my shit and get out of this house that I don't know back to my fucking car that's parked on the street. Because my friend left me there. Y'all have to stop doing that fucking shit.
Hey y'all, what's up? Good morning, motherfuckers. I'm getting ready to make me some breakfast, but before I do, I want y'all to watch this video. Now, the video is fucking long. I'm not gonna lie. But it's a blind lady telling the story about how she went out with her friend who, number one, knew she was completely blind. Number two, the friend was her ride. And number three, the friend left her. The friend left her in the middle of the dance floor by herself, knowing she brought that woman there and knowing that she was that woman's eyes for the night. Peep this video. It's long, but listen to how she described this shit.
I am totally blind. I do not have any eyesight at all. I cannot see any fucking thing. I cannot see light. I cannot see colors. I cannot see shadows. It is completely fucking dark for me. And sometimes you want to depend on your friends. And you depend on people that you trust. And some of these bitches don't mean you well. There are people out there. There are people out there, y'all, that just mean bad. And you have to choose your friends wisely, okay? I thought I had a friend. When this bitch gets mad at me and she leaves me on the dance floor at a nightclub by myself, okay? Do y'all know what that feels like? I was so afraid. We went out to go see DJ Mustard because he was spinning in Vegas. If y'all follow me, you know I love partying, I love to get out. I went with my friend who I thought was my friend. And the night started off well. We were excited. We were drinking. We were having fun. And this guy started dancing with me. Some notable football player. I don't know his name. I honestly don't fucking care because I can't see him anyway. So we're dancing. And, you know, I guess she wasn't dancing with anybody. So she slowly, like, comes and, like, moves me out of the way and, like, starts dancing with him instead. I don't mind. It's no big deal. I don't go to clubs for hookups. I go to just have fun. So it was no big deal. Eventually, I guess he leaves. I don't know what happened because I kind of started dancing with another guy. There was plenty to choose from. And we were just dancing for a while. I mean, the music was fun. We were really juking, you know? And after maybe like an hour, maybe somewhere between 45 minutes and an hour, I can't be sure. I noticed that my friend wasn't, like, she didn't speak to me at all. Usually when we're in the club, we dance, we lean over, we talk to each other, that kind of thing. It was quiet, so I like kind of was feeling around, trying not to look like I can't see, but kind of like I know what her dress feels like, so kind of like feeling people around me like without them noticing, and she wasn't there. So I take my phone out of my bag and I turn up the volume so it can read to me, and I hear my phone speaking to me, and it puts out a text message, or it's reading a text message, and it says, "I'm sorry, get home safe, I left." And I'm listening to the shit over and over again, like she's gone. So I'm in a full-blown panic. I'm in this mega nightclub on a dance floor, drunk, by myself, can't see, don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I asked the guy I was dancing with. I took my cane out of my purse and showed it to him and said, "Can you help me downstairs to find an Uber? I'm gonna schedule an Uber so I can go home." Thankfully, he was polite enough, and he didn't mean, any harm. And he got me downstairs. I called my Uber. He waited for me. I went home. Scariest situation of my life, because I gotta trust somebody I don't know and I'm drunk. Okay? Who leaves their blind friend on the dance floor alone? And I rode there with her. So I also had to get my own Uber home. I get fucking home. This bitch don't even say nothing. She's not even like, "Hope you got home safe." Nothing. The next day rolled around, and I was like, I was super hurt. I was scared. I was confused, and I wasn't gonna text her first. I let her text me, and then she texted me, "How was your night? Sorry I had to leave." That conversation did not go well, obviously. I responded with, "What do you mean, how was my night? You fucking left me on the dance floor. Like, who does that? Why would you do that?" Y'all know what she told me. "Well, you were in your own world having your own fun and I was miserable, so I just left you. I just left." Who fucking does that? Bitch, I cannot see you. If you were uncomfortable, if you didn't like the music, if you wasn't feeling the vibe, you can tell me. I don't know what you're doing when you're standing next to me. I don't know that you're not having a good time. And even if you were not, you know how many times I've stayed at an event for a friend because they're vibing, they're flirting, and it's just me? Okay? It's shit like this that makes me wish y'all so fucking bad. I would give anything, any fucking thing to get my eyesight back. Any fucking thing. And I passed this TikTok video once where a guy was like, "Another crying video." I hate to be that person, but it fucking sucks. Okay? I need to vent to somebody. And the whole point of this is to just choose your friends wisely. Because these bitches will play and pretend. I don't even know what her deal was. To me, it sounds like jealousy. I'm having fun. She's not. Maybe nobody wanted to talk to her. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care. It's not my job to figure out that. I'm not doing it. But just choose your friends fucking wisely.
Let me tell y'all something. The fact that she left her there vulnerable, she could have been attacked. She could have been unalive. This lady could have been extremely hurt. What if she had drank more than what she did to the point where she wasn't even able to get herself an Uber? This is why you can't trust people, and this is why I beat it myself, and this is why I don't be around nobody, because a lot of you women are nasty as fuck, and I don't like that. What do you guys think about this particular video? Like I said, I know it's long, but leave me a comment. Let's talk about it, and don't forget to hit the follow button, and don't do no shit like that. Don't do no shit like that to nobody. I wouldn't do no shit like that to my worst enemy. Toodles.
Oh God, that was quite sad. I can't do that. I can't. I simply, if I know I was bored, I'll take my friend along with me. I'll take my friend along with me than leaving my friend on the dance floor with nobody. That was pure wickedness. Like, That was, give me another word from pure wickedness. How do you even get jealous of a blind person? How? How do you get jealous of your own blind friend? You should even be happy that she's getting some attention. You should even be happy that at least some people are there to dance with her, cheer her up, make her say things the other way. You should even be happy that at the end of the day, she is happy. I don't know. When people say, oh, this is my best friend, this is my this, I don't know what they mean by that. Is it that they just said it, they just say it with their mouth but don't mean it in their hearts? Because if you simply mean well for your friend, will you just abandon your friend at the dance floor just because she is getting attention? The attention that you have always been getting, your eyes are popped open. In fact, you even have more opportunities than her. It was so painful when I saw this particular video. It was so painful and so devastating. A lot of people, you can see from their reaction how a lot of people actually reacted. Some person said that lady was a very wicked person, blah, 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 why we should have to leave our friend and so on and so forth. But to those ones that are dropping comments, because I saw a particular comment on her post that caught my attention, where someone commented and the person said that you were blind and you went to a club instead of staying at home. So the fact that they are blind, does that really mean that they should not have fun? No, the fact that they are blind, does that really mean that they should not have fun? I don't know. The way some persons really think, reasons and the rest of that, I really don't know where their low IQ is coming from, to be honest, because I don't see any reason why I will have to leave my friend because she's getting more attention. But I'm not kind of surprised, right? I'm not surprised because even all through the friendship that I've gotten, I think I do most of the job for my friends. And I don't see that as anything. Like, I just see it like we are friends. So what's up? Why can't we roll? Why can't we help each other? Why can't we lift each other? Why can't we? I don't, but it is quite unfortunate, and I'm so sorry that you have to experience this from your friend, the friend you actually trusted the most, because that's the crazy thing. Because she can get another person and be like, oh, let's go to the dance floor and so on and so forth. But the fact that she actually went with this her friend was because she really trusted her, and she didn't know that all of those trusts are going to definitely be betrayed. But it is quite sad, it is quite unfortunate. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Credit belongs to original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share. And yes, with that being said, with no further ado, I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys, I love you guys. Mwah.